Hey there, boils and ghouls. It's your friend Taryn Tats. I got another video, and we got a 4K Blu-ray to review. And oh man, today is December 30th, almost the very end of almost the very end of 2023, about ready to head into 2024. And in my opinion, boy, we're ending 2023 off with a bang. So nice to end the year on a high note. Yeah, I got in my order from Severin today, and hopefully everybody gets their orders in on time and in a quick fashion and everything. Mine, wow. I mean, yeah, I already knew when I placed the order it was going to take a while. They did mention it was going to take a number of weeks, and it was going to, it's like orders were going to be a little bit slow getting out. So I was surprised actually how long once the once I got the email saying that the order is shipped. I'm surprised how fast I got it. I really didn't expect it for at least almost about another week. So I was surprised how speedy. But anyway, so yeah, so here we go. You can tell, got the Severin sticker. So, and I mean, wow, David Gregory and everybody, in my opinion, everybody at Severin, they outdid themselves. And it's like, I know everybody's kind of irritated for having to wait, but I think once you get your order, you're going to see it was definitely worth it. And the first one, I got 3 of them I'm going to try to do reviews on. The first one, obviously, I went after the one too that I think everybody wanted, and as soon as the message came up that Severin was going to do this one, it's like everybody I think jumped on this, and of course that is Dellamorte, aka Cemetery Man, and wow, holy Chihuahua, this is so awesome, man! Getting this in today, look at that, that is beautiful. I mean, it's like, yeah, it was pricey, but it's like, man, once you start seeing it, you know where the money went. Like, holy cow. I mean, I know friends of mine, like Rob, for example, they had the Anchor Bay DVD of Cemetery Man. I was never lucky enough to have it. I never owned this movie in any format. I wasn't lucky enough to have the Anchor Bay DVD. I never had it on VHS or anything like that. I know that Shameless put out a Blu-ray of it, but I heard people say like the Blu-ray was really not the best in the world. And then as soon as they announced, as soon as Severin announced they were going to put this bad boy out there, it was like, oh, here we go, this is it. So I know I'll probably catch some flack from people who are like, you should have had it back when it was on VHS, or you should have had it back when it was an Anchor Bay DVD. So I couldn't get a hold of it. I tried. Trust me, it wasn't for lack of trying. So I tried to get it because I love this movie. It is a great movie. It's so much fun to watch. God, for the movie itself. Oh yeah. So I mean, even though this was pretty pricey and everything. It's like, oh my God, I don't regret spending the money on it, and it's just so nice to finally have it and in this beautiful edition. So look at that. Like, oh wow. On the back. One thing I will say though is kind of, unfortunately, this isn't like the real rigid hard material, it's more just kind of more, it would be like your regular kind of like, just kind of a cardboard slipcase, excuse me, but you'll notice when you get it, it's like, it's a little bit more dense than most of your cardboard slipcases would be, Yeah, there we go. That's the inside and everything, so. We're going to take this out. Hang on. I will say it fits in there. You're going to see, yeah, you kind of notice it. Yeah, it fits in there kind of snug a little bit. So let's kind of go ahead and get that out of there. But yeah, you can kind of see it's not it's just more of a dense cardboard. It's not really like the sturdy, rigid kind of thing. But still, one thing I will say though too is like, this, in my opinion, this is like something like when you're going to put this on your shelf, you're going to put it out facing like this way, because I mean, look at that cover, man. You're going to want to display that, like that would be a shame to just have it like that. I mean, you could do it that way, but like this is something like, like I'm sitting here like, where am I going to put this where I can display? I want to show this off, But another thing I will say though is like, yeah, it definitely feels like you got to be really careful, because look at that. Look at all the fingerprints and stuff like that. So yeah, you feel like you got to be really careful when you touch it, because you don't want to ruin it, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is something like, I'm sitting here like, where am I going to put this bad boy where I can display it and show it in all its beauty and everything else the way it needs to be shown, So there's that. Now we get to the booklet here, which I got to be careful because, oh yeah, that's right. It opens up kind of like this. Here. Hang on a second. There you go. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Then, see, also too, hang on a second. Where are you at? Yeah, they have in here, like, because you got the soundtrack, you got the track listings and everything, but, wow, like, look at that, it's like, this is pretty cool. This booklet here is, like, awesome, man. I know there's a couple of naughty bits in here, so I'm trying not to show that, but, So anyways, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, really, really nice. Check that out. And not the biggest, booklet, but who cares? Dellamorte, Cemetery Mag, Mikel Suave. Awesome. And now we get to the real meat and potatoes of this edition. So here we go here. We'll say I am a little surprised by this. I mean, it's not a deal breaker for me by any stretch, but yeah, one thing you're going to kind of notice, no reversible cover art. So, but anyway, wow. There we go. There's the front, the spine, and there's the back. And look at all that bonus stuff you get with this. Like, wow. Like disc 1, okay, the 4K. Oh, let's show the disc real quick before I get into that. Okay, there's the 4K right there. You got the Blu-rays there. Feature with extras, and then the Blu-ray with even more bonus features. And to top it all off, yeah, you're gonna notice there is a little bit of gas and stuff in the case. Doesn't look like it affected my discs really any, but then there's the CD soundtrack. I think that's kind of cool. But anyway, so here we go. We got all that. Now, disc 1, audio commentary by director Mikel Suave and screenwriter Gianni Romali. Trailers. Disc 2, At the Graves, interview. Disc 2 Blu-ray. At the Graves, interview with Mikel Suave. Of Love and Death, interview with actor Rupert Everett. She, interview with actress Anna Falchi, and archival making of. And disc 3, well, I'm pretty sure it's on there, but yeah, it doesn't say if the commentary is on the Blu-ray. So I'm sure it should be. So, disc 3 Blu-ray, A Matter of Life and Death, interview with Gianni Romali. Graveyard Shift, interview with cinematographer Mauro Marchetti. Head Over Heels, interview with actress Fabiana Formica. The Living Dead Mayor, interview with actor Stefano Mascarelli. Please forgive me, I'm probably butchering these names. Big surprise there. The Music from the Underground, interview with composer Ricardo Bisco? I'm sorry. Let's see. Resurrection, interview with special effects artist Sergio Stivaletti. Cemetery Gates, interview with set designer Antonello Gelling. Grave Encounters, interview with Alan Jones, author of Profondo Argento. And then the Disc 4 CD soundtrack exclusive booklet by Claire Donner of the Miskatonic Institute of Horror Studies. Yeah. Oh, you guys know me when it comes to me trying to read this stuff. So, anyway, let me show you the back there. Wow. And, yeah, like I said, you can tell a little bit of gas there on the case. Not too bad, but man, I am so glad to finally have this. I mean, I know it's, it's not VHS quality or any of that kind of stuff, but, now, it's like for the 4K transfer, holy hell, this looks amazing. Like I said, this is worth, I know this was, pretty expensive, and it was about almost $60, I think. But it's like, man, looking at this bad boy, this is, where the money went. And I cannot tell you how absolutely happy I am with this. It looks great. Everything in there, there is so much detail. The detail of the cemetery sets look fantastic. And of course, you have Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. Dolby Vision, works amazing for a movie like this. Like I said, the cemetery sets and like in the like caverns, with the skulls and everything else, like you get so much detail, and it looks amazing. And also too, may as well go ahead and say it, Anna Fauci looks phenomenal in 4K. Yeah, she looks amazing in 4K. But also too, like certain colors really do pop out, especially like the color red. Red really pops out in here, and it just looks so phenomenal. Of course, there are a couple of instances where yes, as is any case, when you're doing like movies with a lot of practical effects and creature effects and stuff like that, there are a couple of instances where yeah, you can kind of tell like the effects do look a little bit obvious. For example, like there's the scene where Dellamorte and the girl, I forget her name, Anna Fauci's character, where they're making love, and the dead husband comes back from the dead and he goes to bite her. You could kind of see like a little bit of the area on her arm. You could kind of see where they did the makeup. Excuse me. Kind of like they did the makeup to try to for the bite on her arm. And it's like you could tell like they really tried to make it blend, but there is a little bit, you can see a little bit of discoloration, so you can kind of tell like yeah, it's not the exact same color as as the rest of her color palette, but a little bit, a couple of details here and there. And like I said, you're going to have some you're going to have some little bit of here and there where it's like yeah, the effects do look a little bit obvious, and it does kind of look like somebody just paint on their face and stuff. But you know what? I really don't care. It's just, I'm just so glad to finally have a great edition of this. The sound quality, holy crap, man. I mean, and I love when they do like English, or Dolby Atmos soundtracks and stuff. But I think you can actually watch this too with, if you want to, you can actually watch it with the Italian soundtrack as well. So that's pretty cool too. I love when they do things like this. When they release, movies from other countries, whether there's Italy or Germany or France or whatever else. And one of the bonus features is you can actually watch the movie with the original soundtrack. With instead of an English dub. So yeah, you could watch it that way too. But just everything about this, and like I said, the English Atmos track, the Dolby Atmos track. Whoa! I mean, I was sitting there like just watching it on just my TV with just regular TV speaker. And I was like, wow, man. There are a couple of times I had to turn it down because everything, the sound comes through so crystal clear. Like I could hear every word of dialogue, I could hear the music, I could hear, everything, the sound effects. I mean, I was able to hear everything. I had no issues with the sound, and I'm gonna actually be surprised though. It's like from everything I've seen, this is an absolutely perfect edition. So I'm actually going to be stunned if we end up getting any kind of a message or anything like that from Severin saying, yeah, that there is some kind of a problem with the discs or something like that, and they're going to have to send out replacements. From what I saw, I didn't pick up any issues. Now other people might find it with theirs, but I know that there are people out there that are much more experienced audiophiles and video files than I am. So it's possible somebody could pick up an issue, but I didn't see anything. Everything in here was just gold. So I had no problems with that. But so anyway, so yeah, yeah, it cost me a bit of money, but I'm actually now glad to finally, after all this time, have a really nice, beautiful edition of, there we go, Dellamorte, Cemetery Man. It's like, ooh, yeah. Love it. Yeah, hopefully, I can't wait for everybody else to get theirs, and hopefully everybody's going to enjoy this as much as I did. So, like I said, 2023 going out with a bang, man. So that's it. So if anybody took the time to watch this, I thank you for doing it, and I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please leave it a like? And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hopefully more to come, and hopefully we're going to have a lot of fun going into the new year and everything else. And that's it. So take care, everybody. Have a good night. I'll see you all later.